So I've popped up the plot today. It's a windy one, very changeable weather, grey skies, bit of sunshine. It's not cold, but I say it's quite windy. So I just wanted to have a little show you something really, because do you know what? It's not all success on the plot or in your garden, is it? We've got to recognise the failures as well. And I would like to show you one of my failures. I hold my hands up. Yes, I was wrong. But do you know what? We move on and we change it. So let me show you. Now, do you remember I planted these herbs up into these planters and raised them up, put them on the back of the compost bays? Now, this hasn't been a very good success because we have that really patch of very dry weather, do you remember, in the UK? And they've really suffered. They just dried out, and when I wasn't here to water them, they just dried out even more, and you can't rely on your plot neighbours to water absolutely everything. So anyway, not a great idea. So some of them have come back. I've nursed them back a little bit, but a lot of them were sort of close to death. Lemon balm there. I think the root is okay, so I might be able to rescue it. But yeah, I mean, it's sort of not great, but I've got a plan. Let me show you. So this is where the king tut peas are, by the side of the polytunnel here. Now these I'm growing for seed this year, so I'm just letting the pods fatten up and then dry out. I'm not going to be eating those this year. This is just for seed. So that's the king tut peas. Now this, do you remember I made this raised bed here? And I thought this would be an ideal place, once this is removed, to make it my herb garden, my herb bed. And then that way it can, all the herbs can draw moisture from the ground when they're not here to be watered. So I think they're too dry in those pots. What do you think? Is it a good idea? Let me know in the comments. Have you got any other suggestions? It'd be really good to hear from you. Do you know what? Another fail for me is strawberries this year. I keep seeing loads of pictures and Instagram posts and everyone on YouTube getting loads of strawberries, good crop of strawberries, and I have had about 3 and they weren't very good. Plants look really healthy and lush, but I don't know if the foliage is too lush. I've done everything I could to support these strawberries, but nothing, absolutely rubbish. So I fed them, I've pampered them, they've been netted, the birds haven't got in and eaten them. I've just uncovered them a few days ago. So let me show you what it looks like and see if you have got any suggestions as to why my strawberries haven't produced. Come on, strawberry experts, let me know. Now, this is the main strawberry bed. Obviously built this frame and this was netted over. I just took it off to, I don't know, let some air at it really, but you can see how lush all this foliage is. The plants seem very healthy, but I don't know, there's just no fruit. There has been some flowers on here. See, like this one? So there has been some flowers, but I just don't know what's happening. That looks like it's been eaten, but I don't know. I mean, not all of them can be eaten. I mean, it's been netted. So, and I've had no telltale signs of slugs or anything like that. I'm just wondering whether I fed them too much, whether they've just gone a bit lush and a bit too much, and it's not letting the sunlight in to ripen the fruit. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, strawberry experts or people have had a good crop this year, please let me know. Leave me a comment. Give me some solutions. Whilst we're over this side, actually, do you remember I did the harvest last video? Harvested a lot of stuff, and the cabbages came out and the cauliflowers came out. Just quickly show you, they're looking a bit worse for wear, but I've put some red cabbage in this bed and some Savoy cabbage at the other end. It's sort of my autumn brassicas. A bit bedraggled. Let's have a look. So we've got 4 Savoy cabbage at this end. That's had a bit of a slug attack, this one here. And then we've got all the rest are red calabos, which I had to re-sow because they were all eaten off by slugs. Now these plants, I wouldn't normally have put them out so small. I like to sort of bring them on a little bit and get them a bit beefier. However, they were just getting decimated in the cold frame by slugs. And I thought, do you know what? I'd rather have them out here in the open with nice and airy, and let's see if we can take their chances. But anyway, yeah, not looking the greatest of my brassicas, have to say, but I thought I'll give them a chance. And then over this side where I pulled up the primo, I've got 4 cauliflowers. They're a bit beefier, so they should be doing okay. And these are just next to the Swedes here, and Swede doing okay. One job I wanted to do whilst I was up here actually is earth up the main crop potatoes that are in the ground. I've got one in a grow bag over there. I'll turn you the camera on now and show you, but all the first earlies are up. I've got a row of second earlies that are ready to be harvested as and when. But yeah, the main crop I do need to earth up. So this is where my first earlies were. And this sort of compost is the stuff that was out of the grow bags that I've harvested. So I've harvested some second earlies out of the grow bags as well. Now this row, that's all dying off with the weeds in between, is the second earlies Harry. And then this is the main crop. Gone a bit crazy, but they're still doing okay. This is Cara. So what I want to try and do is going to get some of this loose soil and compost and just earth these up, so any that are coming to the surface, well, they won't go green. That's the whole point. You don't want any sunlight getting those, getting the tubers there. And with the main crop there, indeterminate, so they will grow all different levels, won't grow all on one level. So let's get that done. Another job well done. My name's Will, you've been watching The Flying Gardener.